Am I the arsehole for banning a relative from our house right after they donated our furniture while we were away home? My wife, Paula, and I just got back from a trip. It was our first time away since our twin daughter was born. We gave my mother-in-law, Hakiko, a spare key just to check on things if necessary. Paula is sentimental. When her grandmother passed away, she left her 2 hand-carved mahogany pieces, a desk and a vanity. They were Paula's absolute favourite things. Walked in yesterday and the room was empty. Hakiko was there, all smiles, saying she made a surprise for us by getting rid of that oldie-dusty junk to give us a modern look. She replaced them with some cheap flat-pack furniture. She literally giveaway donated Paula inheritance without asking. Told her to leave and give me the keys. I changed the locks today. Paula has been in tears. Now the rest of the family are calling me abusive guy and controlling by for isolating Paula's from her mother, Hakiko, over some old piece of junky wood. They say Hakiko's heart was in the right place and I'm being an AH for banning a grandmother from seeing her grandkid over furniture. My wife is on my side. She agrees with the ban, but the constant guilt from her family is making me feel like a monster. Am I the arsehole?
Update. Birthday plans. I have since logged in and cancelled his birthday golf outing and dinner reservations for next week. Tomorrow is my birthday and his day off work, so he will be watching baby as I have also booked myself for a 90-minute massage. After that, I will be stopping by Starbucks for my favorite drink and 1 hour of uninterrupted time with my new book that my son got me for Christmas. Then I will be picking him up from school and taking him to go see a movie. I will round off the day by coming home, taking a long hot bubble bath, ordering DoorDash, and ending my day holding baby girl. That sounds like an amazing birthday to me. For him, I will just be getting him a card that reads, "Happy birthday, I painted the house for you." The bag will contain a case of diaper wipes. If he looks disappointed, I will just tell him, I canceled the golf outing and dinner reservations, and instead go this bulk pack of wipes, the perfect gift to accompany the box of diapers you got me for Christmas. He will get the message. Divorce. As for the people advocating for divorce, kicking him to the curb, leaving with the kids in the middle of the night, claiming that he isn't a good husband to me and father to our baby, please know that you only got one little glimpse into our life. He is a loving and caring father to our children. We struggled with infertility for a very long time, so this baby was a surprise but a welcomed blessing. Every day I prayed to not miscarry, and even feared death during labor as my pregnancy was high risk. He took a month off of work to care for me as I recovered from 3-degree tearing and a bruised tailbone. Every night he does the nighttime routine: bath, pajamas, story time, and rocks baby girl to sleep. While he does that, I do the house reset: dishes, garbage, sweep. He wakes with me for all her feedings and prioritizes my sleep over his to make sure that I am rested enough to care for our daughter during the day. This is the same man who, during pregnancy, cooked me breakfast every morning and massaged my feet every night. Before he leaves for work every day, he will make sure I have time to self-care, shower, brush my teeth, eat breakfast, and pump, before handing me the baby if she's awake. Then he will make sure I am happy on the couch with baby girl and anything I could need before he leaves: blanket, remote, water cup, my phone charger, a clean binky and bottle for baby. As soon as he gets home from work, he will take her and give me 30 minutes to myself before we start talking dinner plans. We make a good team when it comes to daily life. I don't have to make him lists of things to do. I like that when we're low on milk, he will just pick it up on his way home without having to be asked, and he doesn't wait for a thank you, like he did me some big favor the way I have seen other men seek gratitude for doing basic tasks. He sucks at gift giving, and this year and last year, so yes, I will be doing nothing for him for his birthday. Despite the shitty, thoughtless gift and birthday plans, I will be holding off on kicking him out and just matching his energy for his birthday. For Christmas, 2026, I think I will get him an IKEA toddler bed to assemble for our daughter and call it a day. Birthday update. Yesterday was my birthday. Hubby surprised me with breakfast out at my favorite local spot, and we did a Home Depot run for more flooring. After that, I did go for my massage. It was wonderful, and I did stop at Starbucks for my free birthday drink. I didn't have time to sit and read before I had to pick my boy from school, but that's okay. Instead of going to see a movie at the theater, we came home and began a Harry Potter movie marathon. I love Harry Potter. However, my son, without my knowing, had texted my dad and my best friend to come over and surprise me with a visit. He didn't know that I had already had my best friend and her niece scheduled to come over to look through a pile of clothes before I took a large haul to donate at the Salvation Army. It was so much fun watching her niece try on dresses. We wrapped up the night with some pizza and cheesy bread. Hubby surprised me with a little gift: 2 new books, a pack of my favorite cookies, and a squishy niffler that I can add to my Harry Potter bookshelf. Overall, I had a great day.
Am I the arsehole for going full no contact with my brother after he came out of the closet? I, 40 male, have decided to go full no contact with my brother, 55 male. Let's call him Alexander, after he recently came out of the closet as gay. Now, let me add some incredibly crucial context here. I myself came out of the closet when I was in my early 20s. In response to this, my brother Alexander, who was married to a woman at the time, let's call her Emma, made it clear that he thought homosexuality was sick and just plain wrong. And our sister, let's call her Alexandria, Alexander's twin sister, said in response to me coming out, "Well, I'd never leave him alone with my son." Obviously, my sister was implying something very specific about homosexual men with these words. Now I mention our sister Alexandria because she will come into play soon. My brother, even before I came out, spent years making my life difficult to say the least. You see, I was adopted by his biological parents when I was just under 2 years old. And given that my brother and other older siblings were out of the house soon after I was adopted, our parents were able to give me a little bit more than they were able to give when they had 5 kids in the house at the same time. Now for some more backstory. Over the years, I felt that my brother Alexander and my sister Alexandria did their best to punish me for our parents being able to offer me a little bit more. My brother was especially skilled at making me feel isolated from the family, even taking steps to exclude me from things like family photos at family reunions. I was not even 10 years old, and he was doing everything he could to make me aware of the fact that I wasn't really family. So yeah, my issues with him go far beyond his response to me coming out. Cut to now. My brother came out at a family member's wedding recently, and it made going full no contact with him an even easier decision. I had been considering doing this for a while, and we were already very low contact. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy that he's no longer closeted, because it's a horrible life to live. I'm also happy for his now ex-wife Emma, who I see more as a sister than I do him as a brother. Emma is now free from living in a lavender marriage and can now find a man who can love her in every way that she deserves. So yes, I feel happy in some ways. But despite the happiness I do feel, there remains the reality that Alexander spent almost 2 decades saying very unkind things in relation to me being gay. And he also spent nearly an additional 2 decades before that finding ways to remind me that I wasn't really family. Call me petty, but I can't pretend that it didn't happen. And no, my brother is not one for apologizing. In all the memories that I have of him, not one involves him taking responsibility for doing harm to another. And I certainly have no memories of him ever apologizing to anyone, not even to our parents when he would upset them from time to time. And yes, I've given him chances to apologize for many behaviors by him against me in the past. Now, to bring our sister Alexandria back into it. His own twin is now apparently saying the same things about him being gay as he and her said about me all those years ago. And I'm struggling to care. I don't want anything to do with either of them. The peacekeepers in my family have encouraged me to seek reconciliation, but I absolutely will not do that. So tell me, am I the asshole for going full no contact with my brother after he came out of the closet?
Am I the asshole if I, 32 female, woke up to my boyfriend, 36 male, masturbating on against me and want to dump him for it? I'm a 32 female and my partner is a 36 male. We've been together for 5 years and have lived together for 4. This morning I woke up to something touching my leg and the bed gently shaking. I thought maybe one of the dogs was scratching themselves, but as I woke up more, I could feel my BF next to me, and from the corner of my eye saw what he was doing, and the thing touching my leg was his penis. Essentially, he was rubbing against me as he jerked off, and I caught him before he could finish. My first reaction was shock. What the fuck? And he immediately stopped. We lied there for a minute, and then I said, I'm getting up, and left the bed to go finish sleeping alone on the couch. Later that morning, he apologized, but I didn't accept it. I just said, okay. Now, for some info, I don't care that he masturbates. He can do it as often as he feels like, whenever. I don't care. Sometimes he's even asked me to pose for him while we lie in bed, and it's never bothered me, but he's always asked. Now I'm waking up to him just using my body, rubbing against me while I'm unconscious. If he was on the other side of our king-size bed and jerking off, I wouldn't have been bothered, but I'm mainly angry that he was touching me while trying to get off, and I was asleep. This isn't the first time he's touched me or put things in me while I was asleep. One time he was joking by poking me with his morning wood and it accidentally slipped in, to which I completely flipped shit on him for, but that was years ago and there hasn't been an incident since. But now with this new incident, I'm seriously considering breaking up. I'm a very hard sleeper, and now I don't feel safe sharing a bed with him because now I don't know how often he's done this that I just didn't happen to wake up. When people describe a great guy, it's literally him. He's thoughtful, patient, kind, supports my dreams, and is great to his friends and family. Am I just a huge asshole making this out to be a bigger deal than it is?
Am I the asshole for threatening to stop contributing to my stepson's college fund after my wife said he's not our son? We got married in our mid-30s. I was single and she was a single mother of 3-year-old son. The boy's bio dad is totally absent since divorce and neither gives any child support, so I was supposed to totally take his place as the father of that child. I had no issues, mainly because he was just 3 at that time. I believed he'll surely accept me as his dad. Things went smooth and as I expected for next 6 to 7 years. Currently, we're in our mid-40s and the kid is now 14 years old. As he grows, he started arguing, questioning things, etc., basically doing all sort of parent-child things a teen normally does. I tried my best to be the best dad since day one, but since last 4 to 5 years, whenever a quarrel happens with our kid, and I try to involve in it, my wife shuts me up by saying sentences like, "Don't get between me and my son," "I know him the best," "He's my child," etc. Even though she says that in complete anger, it hurts badly. I feel such things shouldn't be said no matter what. Although I've been doing a full-time job, it's not like I'm an absent father. I give most of my remaining time to my family. My connection with old friends has got weakened, and I made no new attachments, friends, at work. I discussed about this thing and how bad I feel with her 2 to 3 times in the past. She just shrugs it off, although doesn't argue, but gets kinda sorry. She very rarely says sorry directly, it just reflects in her behavior. But the same things happen even after that, like in 4 out of every 10 fights we have with our kid. Same happened last week. That was the final breaking point, and I made her sit and talk last Sunday, when our son was out, for an hour. It quickly turned into a fight between us, and I told her if he's her son and not ours, then all his finance responsibilities is hers as well, and she shouldn't be really expecting me to put monthly money in his college fund as well, as she's her son, right? We both started saving for his college fund since 2.5 years. Till now, both of us contribute towards it monthly and equally. I'm thinking of not putting any money in it until she apologizes. I know it sounds like I'm punishing our son, but I'll be just secretly saving that monthly payment somewhere else until then. Am I the asshole? She's highly upset.